It's not exactly preposterous to say that Peacemaker has been proven to be one of the most successful and popular DC shows within the past 5 years. Through what I can best explain as exaggerated James Gunn humor, as well as the typical James Gunn heart, and also John Cena as the titular character, the show has connected with people like never before. However, no matter how seemingly perfect a show is, which I will say right now the show is not at all perfect, removing my bias first, there will always be people that criticize it. Some of the criticisms are of the humor, having it be labeled as childish and unfunny, while similar towards the characters, with some being annoying or one note. The character with the biggest target on their back, however, is a character that's been criticized the most by hardcore DC fans, and that character is Vigilante. You might be asking yourself, but I love Vigilante, he's my autistic-coded baby girl murder man! Get out! And to that I say, that is a grown man who shot children. What the hell is wrong with you? In actuality, yes, you are right. Vigilante is a beloved character in the series, with the best moments, the best suit, and a killer performance from Freddie Stroma that will make you bust a gut and root for him as he kicks the shit out of some Proud Boys. Unfortunately, that sentiment is usually kept with the more casual DC fans, since the more hardcore comic readers will tell you up and down on how inaccurate of a depiction Vigilante is, and how the TV version and the comic are undeniably two different characters. Or are they? While it is definitely clear that the DCEU's depiction of Vigilante has some key differences between him and the comic version of Adrian Chase, I think it's more reasonable to say that it is a solid adaptation of the core elements of Vigilante as a character. Before anyone tries to accuse me of being a filthy comic bandwagoner, I have read all 50 issues of Marv Wolfman's Vigilante. It is a brilliant story and one of my favorite runs of a comic. Now, back to the essay. Adrian Chase in the original comic is a New York City district attorney whose family is killed in a car bomb originally meant for him by a mob boss. Through intense training and a strong sense of justice, Chase begins a fight against criminals and mob bosses alike, as well as an ongoing fight with himself and the biggest question he faces. Am I doing the right thing? A lot of the stories on the run revolve around Chase's mental state and the internal struggle he holds as not just one, but two of his friends die while assuming the role of Vigilante, while Chase is seemingly retired. He is a severely mentally disturbed individual, while still holding a strong sense of justice no matter what. And you know what? The same can be said about Gunn's adaptation of Chase as well. While this version of Chase is not a district attorney, or blonde, he still has a very strong sense of justice shown by his black and white perception of what crime is and isn't, as well as also being severely mentally disturbed. Whether it be from trauma or autism, we will never know, but those key elements of Vigilante's character can still be found in both versions. To play devil's advocate, however, another key element of Vigilante's character is his remorse. In the comics, Adrian Chase is constantly struggling with the morality of his actions, as well as the inherent hypocrisy of them. As district attorney, and even a judge later on in the comic, he's in a position where the law and the justice system is something to be respected and followed, where if the system finds someone innocent, there's nothing that can be done. But as Vigilante, the law is something that Chase can take into his own hands when the system fails and a criminal goes free. He's then left doubting his own work, with Chase feeling that no matter what he does, as either a lawyer or as Vigilante, his job will never be done. Even when he tries to give up on the life, it either still haunts him or leaves him in utter disarray. Peacemaker's Vigilante doesn't have that. He feels no remorse for the violent acts he commits in the name of justice and the greater good. He guns down mind-controlled children, jaywalkers, and has noted that he would have definitely killed Peacemaker and that one guy's wife for smoking weed if they weren't all such good friends. He's a psychopath through and through and has no problem getting his hands dirty. With that in mind, what do you guys think? Is the DCEU's Vigilante a good depiction? Is he a bad one? Does it even matter? Let us know. This is all my opinion after all, and I'm happy to hear what y'all think.